All right, welcome into another episode of the Ball Bros Don't Lie podcast. I am Josh with Tim, and that's
Hey,
Tyler's finger in the camera. uh,
uh,
welcome in. It's week 3 for us here. Please make sure you subscribe to the podcast, the YouTube channel, and the TikTok at Ball Bros Don't Lie podcast. You can find immediate updates on TikTok. He just posted our waiver wire pickups for this week. So go and check those out. And then we'll be posting our starts of the week tomorrow and Thursday. So we'll have more starts for you guys on Thursday. So how are you guys doing? How was week 2 for you? Good, bad,
eh,
eh?
Very stressful. Very, very stressful.
Tyler has the injury bug.
Yeah. I have George Kittle, George Burrow, Xavier Worthy, and JJ McCarthy all out.
Jeez.
I have my starting quarterback and my backup quarterback hurt. So we're in a bind here.
Yes. Well, it's a good thing we're
I
not.
Going to be 2-0 in this league, which is
Good
crazy.
thing I posted could pick up your quarterbacks this week on our TikTok. Maybe you should look at that.
Yes, I'm definitely
We'll
going
talk about some more. But
to because his waiver wires.
yeah. How about you, Tim? Okay. Yeah.
yeah, injury's not too bad. At least, I've got JJ in Dynasty, but I'm not starting him. I have Herbert. But lost by 1.2 points in Dynasty this week, so pretty pissed off about that.
Ouch.
Omarion Hampton has not been good for me, and unfortunately, I don't really have
Yeah.
anybody else to start. Well, no, not true. I'm probably going to start Cam Scatterboo next week.
Oh, okay.
Just get a boot.
Oh, wow. Yeah, you lost. Yeah, that's rough. Yeah, it's rough.
So yeah, tough one. And then I was up, headed into the Monday night games in our Super Flex League and got Geno'd 3 interceptions and lost that one too. So it's not great. It's not great, Bob. It's not great.
It's not good, Bob. Well, yeah, I'm kind of in the same boat here. In Dynasty, I was surprised that my team showed up. I was surprised they put up 88 points with having Justin Fields out for the game. So I was like, oh, okay, cool. Should have played Drake May or Mac Jones. Maybe it would have made some difference there. But yeah, in the keeper league, I lost, but like it was like a lost cause because playing Justin, he had Baker, I had the defense, and I also had Mbuka. So it was like I was playing catch up the whole time. So either or, like if he threw him like a pass, like it sucked. And then he had Genty, but it still didn't matter. So I
Yeah,
lost.
none of
But
this rookie running back class has been pretty underwhelming so
yeah,
far.
Yeah, I
yeah,
agree.
they haven't really like. I mean, I expect Genty will takes like maybe a little bit more time just because it is only week 2, week 3. Maybe I don't know who they play next week. Washington. I just think it's going to take him time to get used to like the speed of the offense and just the timing. Same thing with Omarion. I think it's just like a timing thing with them, and they just the utilization too. I expect more from Genty just because he's like use them, but
Yeah.
it's just weird how they. It's interesting how teams use their rookie running backs, if regardless if they trust them or not. Yeah. So I say just be patient. I say by week 5 you'll know what they are and what they're not. So
And
Yeah,
Dynasty,
I mean, we'll have to. Well, sorry, go ahead, Tyler.
no, they're in Dynasty, they're great picks, but
yeah,
draft there might be might be a better late season pick rather than early season.
Yeah, we're not getting Jameer Gibbs out of this class so far for sure.
even Jameer Gibbs in his first, he didn't play much. Like
I
his,
think I think Achan came on before Gibbs did that year.
I think Achan did too, but it was very like sporadic with them. So it's just all a timing thing for them, like just the right moment. Like I think it's just the speed of the game is different for them as a running back, and they just it takes time. So
Yeah.
stay the course. I'll say that.
Yeah, and like you said, they have the Commanders this week. They have the Bears
Yeah,
in week 4, the Colts week 5. So hopefully, I mean, there's going to be tons of opportunity against the Bears. That defense sucks.
yeah. The back half of Genty's team, Jacksonville, Denver, Dallas, Cleveland. Uh, then it's the Chargers, Denver, but hopefully he can get something going here. At least get you 10 points, if not more, a week. So if you can just fall into the end zone, but they have to make it to the red zone first. So uh, yeah. So all right. So we're gonna get into not some, a lot of injuries, and then we're gonna get into
Ugh.
a little segment, the SOS QB crisis that we have
Yep.
hands. It seems like week 3 is always like the big like everyone's like I feel like there's been more injuries this year than it was last year, but it was crazy how just it's crazy how many injuries there are. So um
Yeah.
let's get right into this. Tyler, you said you have JJ and Daniels on a team. Is that right?
Yeah, I have Jaden Daniels and JJ McCarthy. Uh, for, and this is in the keeper league.
Yeah. So JJ he'll be out with an ankle injury. He's week to week, so that means Carson Wentz is going to start. You guys remember when Carson Wentz was an MVP candidate?
Yeah, I he's very probable of me trying to bid on him because I like Carson Wentz when he was in. I never really had him on my fantasy, but I do
He's
like him.
available. He's available in our dynasty.
I know.
Put a bid on him. Yeah, and also Jaden Daniels is questionable with the knee, so I don't know where that leaves him right now. I don't know. Do you know if it's a sprain or it's just like a soreness?
No, it's pretty serious because he's going to be out for a few weeks. I think
Okay,
2 weeks. High ankle sprain. So
Oh man, those
so
are always.
at least 2 to 4 weeks. So
you're
I'm
either out for
assuming
2 weeks, yeah, or you're out for 4. So, well, that
so
matters. Um,
Carson Wentz is a good option for right now.
yeah. And Justin Fields, he's in concussion protocol. He'll be out for at least like a week and a half, so maybe 2. Just depends how he does with the protocol. And then the 2 big ones, Brock Purdy, he's out with a toe injury still. And then the biggest one is Joe Burrow. He's out. He
Goodness
has
gracious.
a severe
If
grade 3 turf toe. If you know anything about turf toe like I do, it sucks. I didn't have a
Like,
grade.
if
I have a grade 1 still. Um,
still,
well, I mean, it flares up every now and then. When you step weird, it sucks.
yeah,
Um,
he's going to be
so
out for at least I think 3 months. They said
yeah, in all honesty, I would just throw him on your IR.
so.
I don't expect him to play the rest of this because they
Yeah,
won't. Even if they are sniffing playoffs, he won't be ready. So, which sucks. So,
this
if
will
you
be
have him because that Chase stack is not going to be there anymore. So,
yeah. I have him in 2 leagues too,
yeah, Tim, your mic's muted.
and
FYI.
he was a for sure third round
Yeah. So,
and tough.
oh
tough.
man.
yeah, we'll get into that situation. But I'm with you, Josh. Especially if they're not contending, they won't rush him back. I
I
mean,
mean, I'm not saying that they won't be. I mean, I don't. I forget it. What's the backup name? Browning.
Jake
Yeah,
Browning.
Yeah. I mean, he's okay, but he's not gonna. He may win.
Well,
Go ahead.
They signed two QBs today. They signed Mike White and Sean Clifford.
Yeah.
Obviously just to have a little depth, but
They take
Jake
the quarterback.
Browning through. Yeah. So, but like Mike White has been good for fantasy every time he started.
Sure. They should go ask Atlanta what they want for Kirk Cousins. I mean, he's
Not a
there.
bad.
Yeah.
I think it's the same kind of offense that I mean, who's it? I forget the coach's name for the Bengals. I forget his name.
Oh, Zach Taylor?
Yeah, I think he's been in that same kind of offense. It's him and O'Connell, you know, some form of McVay's offense. So
Yeah, that McVay tree is strong,
yeah,
man.
so and then running backs, Austin Eckler, he is done for the season. He tore his Achilles. I watched that actually happen, and it's like, damn. So he's done. Is it time for Bill?
Bill.
Bill or Chris? Is it Chris Rodriguez Jr. or McNichols? McNichols?
Jeremy
Yeah.
McNichols.
Uh, yeah. I don't know. I would take my shot with Bill, but I don't think they're going to give him a full load to work with. So we'll see. And then this popped up today. Aaron Jones is out with a hamstring. He's on
He's on
IR.
IR. Yeah,
So Jordan Mason,
big time.
bring him up.
That was a
Uh,
big trend during the offseason is that pick up Jordan Mason
yeah,
because
because this I knew this was going to happen. It's guaranteed with Aaron Jones. It's like 2 weeks he goes hard and then he just something hurts and he's out for a while. So receivers Worthy's still out, possibly returning this week. Is that
possibly
right? Possible with his shoulder injury.
I wouldn't expect much though,
No. Christian Kirk is out with a hamstring. Uh, Brian Thomas Jr. is questionable with a wrist. And he wasn't, yeah, I read this and I was like, yeah, he wasn't listed on the injury report. So, um,
He played through it, but he only caught 4 of 12
yeah,
targets last week. So
he didn't play
That's
great.
expected.
So, I would just watch the report and see if what happens this week, if he's good to go or not. That's all I can say. And then Jaden Reed's out with a collarbone, 6 to 8 weeks. That might as well just be the season.
they didn't put him on the IR.
No, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know why some teams do it and why some teams don't. Maybe it's because he could still like I don't know. I could tell you.
Oh,
um.
he had 2 surgeries today.
Oh, so maybe he
Foot
will.
and clavicle
Eek.
surgeries.
Ouch. Jesus.
He's like,
But at least because he's had that foot injury,
Well, yeah,
I think
yeah.
since for a while, so he's getting both fixed up. So it's good.
So maybe just drop him. That would be my. That would be my. Just drop him. And then tight ends. Dallas Goedert's out with a knee, and then George is still out. He'll be out for more three more weeks here. So, if you can go trade for him, I would.
Georgie?
Yeah, someone needs a tight end.
so
If they need a quarterback and you got another quarterback, go trade for him.
yeah, so it's funny that you said people are looking to trade for Kittle because in the same, yeah, I have George Kittle on the IR and I've gotten some trades that have been coming my way,
Oh yeah,
and I'm trying to get JMO for it. All right, and it's tough getting it's been tough getting them. We've been going back and forth, and oh, it's tough.
well, I hope you get it. So,
JMO for George Kittle.
yeah,
Hey,
good one. All right, you guys got anything else in
Yeah,
concern?
just a shout out to Khalil Mack and his disgusting elbow injury.
Wow, yeah. What happened? I saw what happened, but is there more? Did he like break it or it just hyperextend it. I didn't really they didn't really say anything after the game, like during the game with like an update, but all they said he was out.
Yeah, they haven't updated. They expect more tests. I mean, it didn't look good. The only injury that I remember similar to that, because his arm got like stuck between the tackle or tackler
Mhm.
or making a tackle. God, this must have been 15, 20 years ago. But Junior Seau on the Patriots, his arm, like his forearm got stuck
RIP.
between a dude's legs making a tackle, and it just
Yeah,
like
I think I
snapped in half.
saw that. So RIP. All right. Let's get into our segment of the SOS QB crisis
Yeah.
with four starting quarterbacks hurt, possibly a fifth starting QB hurt. JJ McCarthy is one of them. It could be I think he's going to be out for a bit. But who should you pick up and why? Tyler, you did this little segment. I'll just read off uh, the unlikely to be available. Uh, let's see, Michael Penix, well, Dak's available in our keeper league, which is crazy. Cam Ward and Bryce Young. If these were available, who would you take? What priority would you like put them in?
I've been tossing around Michael Penix and Bryce Young.
Okay.
um, I don't know. It's like two risky picks for me. I feel like just because they're new. Bryce Young has been kind of like terrible in the last couple of years
Yeah.
for good reasons, you know. But he's been throwing it. Last game he had 55 attempts, 35 completions, 3 touchdowns. Got sacked 3 times though. He lost a fumble. So I mean, it's not like they're pretty good stats. He got you 25 points last game.
Yeah.
Um, but I feel like the wide receiver core is getting a little bit better, and I feel like it's a little underrated right now with the add of Hunter Renfro. Not because
Yeah.
he's an X-rater, but because Hunter Renfro is a really good wide receiver. Um, McClellan got 10 targets, 6 catches, 100 yards. Doesn't have a touchdown yet, but I feel like that's coming. You know,
Yeah.
Xavier Leggett had 8 targets. He's been, I want to say I don't want to say a bust because, like I said, he's on a terrible team, but tough to pick him up. And then Hunter Renfro just rocking, 9 targets, 7 catches, only 48 yards, but 2 touchdowns. So definitely a red zone target for Bryce Young.
And down the line, they're going to get Jalen Coker back too, week 5 or 6. So that receiving core is going to get a little better. I'm with you on Leggett. I've got him in Dynasty. I almost dropped him this offseason. He couldn't beat out pretty much any in the wide receiving core last year, including Adam Thielen. Hunter Renfro seemingly already passed him by. He's going to be behind Jalen Coker. So I'm not interested at all in Xavier Leggett.
Yeah, he couldn't beat out Coker at all. I don't. Did you say that, Tim? Did I miss it?
Yeah, yeah. Coker and
It,
Thielen both beat him out
he
last
couldn't.
year.
It's crazy that he couldn't beat out a slot receiver for like the number two position. He's been on that team for say 3 years,
It's his second season.
but he didn't really like. He's just in his college. He only had one good year of production in college, and he was like a first round pick.
He was a
So
combine warrior.
yeah, he just did great in combine. So back to what you were saying, Tyler. I definitely was just looking at the quarterbacks that are available in our league. Um, where am I? Yeah, like the top quarterbacks that are available in our league is Russell, Daniel, Daniel Jones. Sorry, Mac Jones and Bryce Young, and then same thing with like Lawrence and Dak. They're like a 10 and 11. So um, I like if you can get Michael Penix in your league, if you see there, I would definitely, um, even though he's not throwing as much like volume wise, I definitely like him there. And Dak is definitely I would definitely pick up Dak. Just the amount of throwing that they have to do because
Yeah.
it's just their defense is horrible, and you're guaranteed to get 20 points from Dak. So I like it.
Yeah, I mean he had 55 pass attempts last week. Um, I give me a piece of that Dallas offense, man. It looks really good right now.
Yeah, I definitely good. Definitely, it's a good target.
Really quick on Bryce Young. Didn't have a ton of rushing attempts last week, but week one had 5 for 40 yards. So there's some upside there too with Bryce Young,
Yeah,
potentially.
Yeah, I'm really liking Bryce Young. I don't know why he's done nothing to prove that fantasy wise, but just the way Carolina played with 55 attempts, granted they were down and they were coming back and they had to throw a lot, but I feel like they're making progress with the passing game.
I think
Help
it's
out Tuba, you know.
I think it's the potential with Bryce Young. Like he has so much potential, and he
Yeah.
has a lot of talent around him that it's really hard to not fail at it. But it's really on him just to be uh, what he was the last 4 games of last season, and people thought that's what's going to happen right away. But
Yeah.
they play Atlanta next, New England, and then he has Miami and Dallas, and then the Jets. And so the Miami Dallas should be a good like streaming week for him because Miami is just not a team right now, and
They're so bad.
Dallas defense is not great. So, I mean, I'm not saying Atlanta's a great team, but they have a good defense. But they also, New England's the same way. Like New England was in a shootout with Miami for a bit. So I think Bryce could have a decent streaming option for you. So
Yeah. And when I look at the Panthers wide receiver core, I like it a lot more than the Falcons receiving core.
yeah,
Um, I don't know why. I just never trusted Drake London. Darnell Mooney just has been injured and he hasn't been doing what he was last year. And then Ray McLeod, he had the opportunity to have kind of stand out when those two were hurt to kind of pick it up, and he didn't. So I don't know. I like my chances with Bryce Young more than Penix. I feel like.
all right. Let's get into the should be available QB.
Hold on. We got
Oh,
one more name on the unlikely to be available, and this
oh,
one's crazy.
which one?
I get it, right? 99% rostered, Cam Ward,
Oh,
number one overall pick.
the 99%
He's
rosters in Dynasty League. Not
across all sleeper leagues.
wow.
So he has not been good. Across 2 games, he has a grand total of 1.3 fantasy points this year. He's been sacked 10 times, which is the most since 2002 when David Carr took 76 sacks with the Texans.
Holy smokes!
So I am worried about that situation. I do like Cam Ward, but uh, definitely not worth a pickup if he's not already on your roster. Do not start. Don't pick him up. Just leave him be.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I feel kind of bad for him, but he just needs more help.
Yes, he definitely. His next like few games is Indy, Houston, Arizona, Las Vegas, and New England, and Indy again. So, and I'm not saying like Indy's a good team, like they have a really good defense. So I wouldn't. And same thing with Houston, Arizona. Arizona actually has a really good defense. They play pretty well. Um, but I wouldn't pick up Cam. I wouldn't even play him in the two quarterback league.
Yeah,
That's how bad.
No.
Like his first game was -3 points. His next game was 6. So
He has a cannon of an arm, though.
yeah, he does. He has a great arm, but
Field touchdown pass for an NFL debut touchdown was insane.
so
Yeah, and it the situation had me wondering earlier today, like, oh, you know what? Like, Will Levis was in basically the same situation. Maybe he's not that bad. And I just looked up some YouTube clips and I'm like, oh
no,
yeah, he is.
he's
He's really
horrible.
bad.
He's horrible, horrible. So all right. So into the should be available is Russell Wilson, Aaron Rodgers, Spencer Rattler, and Daniel Jones. Out of those four, I would take Daniel Jones first, and then
The
Russell.
Giants.
To be quite honest, I wouldn't touch Aaron Rodgers or Spencer Rattler. Russell Wilson, if you really, really need a QB, and he's available, I understand. It's gonna feel gross, but he's comparable. Like he can. Wando Robinson had a great game. Malik actually had a good game. So
Malik had an amazing game.
yeah, but I would definitely take Daniel Jones because of the rushing ability.
The upside with Wilson is that that defense is bad,
Yes.
and he's a gunslinger, man. Like he just he's got oddly enough, he has some like Jameis Winston, that gunslinger mentality. But
Yeah.
that basically Hail Mary to Malik Neighbors in the back of the end zone from like, I don't know, 49 or 55 yards out was
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah. It was.
And mostly because I have Malik Neighbors in a couple of places, but
I mean, that was one of the things when he came to Pittsburgh. He can definitely air it out, and it works. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But
it should have worked with George Pickens.
it should have, but it didn't. So and then yeah, our offense was worse than their offense. So
Yeah.
with I would Spencer Rattler for me is yeah. I don't. I wouldn't want to. I wouldn't want to do it. Aaron Rodgers, I just don't know. Speaking as a Steelers fan, I don't know what I'm seeing on that team. We can't really do anything right now because I just feel like it's very can't run the ball and we can't. What Aaron Rodgers wants to do is these quick little throws, and or he wants I don't know. It's
It works out good for Calvin Austin. I
yeah
mean, those quick little slot throws are great, but I don't the combination of Arthur Smith and Aaron Rodgers just doesn't make sense to me.
no, it doesn't make sense to me because it's just how is this going to work for one? But yeah, I don't I don't know. Just be I would if you really want to like get Aaron Rodgers, I would just look at his matchups coming up. They have New England this week, maybe, and then they have Minnesota. I wouldn't play him against Minnesota. Then it's a bye. Then they go into Cleveland, Cincinnati. Yes,
Yep.
probably definitely Green Bay. No, Indy's Indy's questionable. Um, the Chargers, no. Then they play Cincinnati, yes.
Chicago,
Chicago,
yes.
yes. Buffalo, no. Baltimore, no. Miami, yes.
Yes.
Detroit, no. Cleveland, yeah. And then Baltimore's week 18, but I wouldn't.
So what, three streamable weeks for Aaron Rodgers
Yeah,
potentially?
3 streamable weeks. So it's
Yeah.
just you really if you're going to stream quarterbacks, you definitely want consistency with the quarterback and have a good decent schedule. So like
Yeah. I think out of these ones right here, I'm in the leagues that I'm really, uh, I need a quarterback in a couple leagues just because of injuries. So I'm pretty sure if Daniel Jones is available, I'm putting the highest bid on him right now because his bye week is all the way until week 11. And right now, Daniel Jones is QB2, and he's
Yeah.
also number two overall, which is crazy because, we're saying, he's 30% rostered in the keeper league right here, and it's crazy that like Daniel Jones is number two quarterback and overall, just right behind Lamar. And so I don't think this is a couple week thing. I think this is a kind of a Daniel Jones kind of year. Maybe this is his only year that he goes off, but I'm definitely putting a bid on him, or a very high bid to capitalize on this season. I feel like.
No, yeah, you're talking about Mac Jones, right?
No, Daniel.
Daniel Jones.
Yeah,
Sorry, Daniel Jones. Yeah, I have him in our two quarterback league on ESPN. I just need to play him and stop being scared.
yeah,
It's his first
He,
week, 30 points. Second week against Denver, where they won against Denver, and then they play Tennessee, the Rams. Well, the Rams that may be a difficult game, but then it's Las Vegas, Arizona, the Chargers, maybe a difficult one. Then Tennessee, Pittsburgh, Atlanta. So he's definitely, I think, alone he'll get you maybe 15 just because he can run the ball, and hopefully that he'll get you a couple touchdowns to help it out.
yeah, on that front, fun fact, fun fact of the week. Daniel Jones currently this season already has the second most rushing touchdowns of his career
Wow,
with three.
that's great.
I
well,
mean, three rushing touchdowns across two games is pretty stinking good.
That is pretty. Um, I want to touch on with Russell Wilson. If you are going to pick him up, he plays Kansas City this week, and then the Chargers, and then he has New Orleans, and then Philly. So you maybe,
Eh,
yeah, it's maybe
don't depend on him.
yeah, don't depend on it, but maybe you'll get some garbage time in it. But yeah, don't really depend on it because they have a tough schedule. After New Orleans, it's Philly, Denver, Philly, San Francisco, Chicago, then Green Bay. So their bye weeks not until week 14. So
And really quick on Spencer Rattler, you know, his advanced metrics are largely middle of the pack to upper half of the pack across two games. Definitely looks better than last year. Um, Especially with Juwan Johnson coming on.
yeah,
So I think if you are like completely screwed and you don't want to try out a Jake, I'd rather have Spencer Rattler than Jake Browning. I think at this point.
yeah,
yeah. I mean, yeah, and that's Jake Browning with Jamar
Yeah, Jamar and T. Higgins.
and Brown and Chase Brown. So all right, well, and our last little bit here is definitely available in your leagues because I guarantee you no one has them. Marcus Mariota, I would put a bid on him if you are the Jaden Daniels owner. He can rush the ball. He's had very successful games, and he's been in the league for a while. And he's an Oregon quarterback. Fun fact.
season.
I like on Oregon quarterbacks for some reason.
He started two games for Jaden Daniels last year.
I think he played very well for them too.
Yeah, week 7, 22.6 fantasy points, week 18, 28 fantasy points. You know, we all know about his rushing prowess. He's definitely capable of doing that. Um, I think I think people are largely going to be turned off because of that. Well, the time with the Titans, which is a whole nother discussion, but then also that season with Atlanta, right?
Yeah, well, that's what happens when you have Arthur Smith as a quarterback. Well, actually, no, Arthur Smith's the head coach. Just say that. So,
Ugh.
and then Jake Brownie, he obviously played last week in light of Joe Burrow being out, and he looked very good. Um, they won the game, um, but it's you can still play. My thing is when a quarterback comes in with and you have elite talent around. I still think the elite talent is still good to play, but they won't get as much as you think they're going to get. But for some reason, Jake Browning knew the assignment and just like I'm just going to throw it to Chase, see what happens, and he pretty much did. So maybe you'll get that out of it.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm even considering trying to sign this guy, even though I have Joe Burrow out. They kind of what Tim was saying earlier. They signed two other quarterbacks, so I don't know. I just feel like if you're confident in your backup, you wouldn't sign two, maybe one as like a just in case, but not two. So I have no faith in Jake Browning. Um, I'm definitely looking somewhere else for a
Come
quarterback.
on, just a little faith.
Yeah,
I mean, he put up 22 fantasy points last week despite throwing 3 interceptions, right?
Yeah,
So uh, I think there's a little bit of Jameis Winston potential there, especially with his receiving weapons, but he could definitely also bite you um, with the turnovers.
sure. And then Carson Wentz, he's available. He's the backup to JJ McCarthy. In all honesty, I wouldn't mind Carson Wentz just because of the Kevin O'Connell factor. He literally got Josh Dobbs to be like a number one QB for like 3 weeks. So if you can get Josh Dobbs to be like number one QB for like a couple weeks, you can definitely get Carson Wentz to do that. So um, it may be a rough start for him in the beginning because it always is, but you're desperate. Like this is like desperation, like pickups here. Um, so, and then Mac Jones, um, you know, the Kyle Shanahan offense is pretty foolproof for backups. He's had multiple backups play for him, and multiple backups had top almost like top 15 um, fantasy scores, 20 points or more. It's just interesting because this the Niners team they're very still injured, but like I said, desperate you're desperate. And then Tyrod Taylor's still in the league, crazy. He plays for the Jets. I wouldn't get him. Oh, you only get him if you have nothing else to left. So
yeah,
There's zero possible, like the upside that's possible with Tyrod Taylor is almost 100% less than the amount of upside that Carson Wentz has, which is minimal.
yeah, very minimal. Gross.
Um, yeah, I wouldn't take Tyrod Taylor. Mac Jones had a pretty good week. 3 touchdowns, 279 yards, 39 pass attempts. Did have 2 fumbles, so exercise a little bit of caution there. Um, but I'd be interested in Mac Jones for sure, especially crap. I mean, I might try to pick up Mac Jones and start him over stinking Gino.
I'm starting everyone over Gino.
Oh, come on now, don't be
I think
mad.
I'm starting Jake Browning over Gino.
Yeah, I agree. Gino,
Folks.
I mean, for sure, Daniel Jones. I'm starting over Gino. It's a toss up with him and Spencer Rattler, I think. But I might even go Rattler.
Ugh, gross. That's gross.
So of the definitely available ones, say you're in a redraft league, you just lost Joe Burrow. Of these definitely available quarterbacks we talked about, who are you taking? Josh.
I'd probably take Marcus.
Rushing upside,
Yeah, there's definitely
good
rushing
weapons.
upside, and he has good weapons, and he's been in this offense before. Um, he's done it before. So, and I just like him. Like I like him. He's an oos. So, Tyler, who would you take out of these guys?
Yeah, I'm going to toss up between Marcus and Carson. Um, both are in pretty good offenses here. I just think if I have a tight end, Zach Ertz, in this league as well, that Jaden Daniels is hurt. Um,
Going for the backup stack.
the backup stack. And
It's not a
it
bad
might
call.
be, it might be something, you know. If JD5 and Zach Ertz is a stack, I think I'm gonna just trust it and just go Marcus Mariota stack with Zach Ertz.
Okay.
But a close second is Carson Wentz, just because I like their offense. He has good weapons. Lost Aaron Jones, but Carson Wentz is always a pretty solid quarterback when he's in there for the games that he's in. So I think a little bit more. I don't know about reliability, but Carson Wentz and Marcus, and I think I'm taking Marcus for sure.
Tim, what about you?
Yeah, I'd probably take Marcus. I am intrigued with Jake Browning. First time starter, good weapons, good offense, good play caller. I would want to see what could happen, but I mean, you're definitely getting more stability with Marcus or Carson or even Mac Jones, honestly, because of the system and Kyle Shanahan. Jake Browning is definitely the biggest wild card on this list, but I think there's the most potential upside there.
Yeah, they play Minnesota. They're at Minnesota and then Denver
Ooh,
and then Detroit. So
Marcus
yeah,
Mariota
that's
has
tough.
the Raiders neck. You know that Raider defense is terrible.
didn't he play for the Raiders?
Goodness
He
gracious.
did.
And we didn't even play him.
Who'd they play over him?
I, some
Derek Carr.
Their car. No, no, no.
oh
Gardner
god.
Minshew. All right. You guys got anything else?
No, I mean, I'm just in a big pickle. I'm in a huge pickle with I have Joe Burrow or Jaden Daniels in all of my leagues. And I have JJ McCarthy and mostly all of them. And it's stressful
Right.
because you spend a third or a fourth round pick on a quarterback and they get hurt and it just rocks your world.
Yeah. And then you play in some leagues with people who everybody drafts two quarterbacks
Yeah.
in the draft. So
AKA,
you've got no depth.
Yeah.
AKA keeper league.
Oh
and
God.
usually when you get a high quarterback or a high drafted quarterback, they're either running the ball and also throwing the ball very well, or they're just darts everywhere. But you don't expect Joe Burrow to be out for 3 months
No. Yeah.
over a turf toe. It does hurt, I will say.
Crypto is a serious.
I will say it is a serious injury,
It
but
makes you
man,
feel like a baby.
it hurts the lineup.
Yeah, can we talk about the rookie running backs again for a second? I just
Yeah, sure. Go for it.
I'm just
Meant it. Because
at
I
a
have a take
loss.
too.
Dude, Caleb Johnson.
Yes, that's my take. God damn
Like
it.
what is happening? I,
I,
like for sure, week one, lack of opportunity. Week two, like quits on a play.
how do you
Like,
not know?
is this George Pickens again?
How do you not know the rules to the kickoff? Like how? He I am considering dropping him because after this, if he doesn't even sniff the field this week, you shouldn't even keep him. Like you shouldn't keep him on your roster. You're just wasting a space because if 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 Arthur Smith is going to use Jalen Warren and Kenneth Gainwell only, there's no point of having him
Yeah.
because he's
And
in the doghouse.
and between Arthur Smith and Mike Tomlin, they already don't love to play rookies.
No, like even
So
yeah, it sucks. That's so much hope for him. Maybe next year.
yeah. And there's something to be said for teams that are easing running backs in like the Chargers and Patriots. The Giants kind of started to jump in with 2 feet for Cam Scatterboo. He looked good last week.
Yeah, I think yeah. This week, Scatterboo plays Kansas City. It may not be a great outing for him. Um,
Yeah.
it may be, they just need to like you just need to get him in a rhythm, especially for rookies. Rookies they need like a flow of the game. They need to like be in a series, 2 or 3 series to get that flow going because it's when you throw someone in just like every other play, it doesn't work. So, but he looks good. Dude, just like throwing off offenders like it's no one's business.
And
Yeah,
I do think Gaston Genty will get going, but there's a lot more. We have the big names from the first and second and third rounds, but you've got guys emerging like Scatterboo, who granted was a third round pick. Bill out of the seventh round. I love to see that. Dylan Sampson has looked good, although Quinshawn Judkins came in last week and looked even better.
Yeah.
yeah. What about Trevion? What's your feeling with him?
I haven't watched enough Patriots. Ramondre had a great week last week.
Yeah, it's also Vrabel's kind of that
Yeah.
I don't like rookies too type of dude. So I don't know. I don't know. It's yeah,
Yeah,
because
it's a tough situation.
it's tough when like you say you drafted him in the where did he go in the draft? Like
Early second.
22nd? Or I mean like just a normal redraft. I think it was like he's like a fifth round or something.
Oh, yeah. But
Yeah,
Rose, I mean, he had so much hype in the preseason because of his kickoff return.
like kickoff return, but it's just I mean they play Pittsburgh this week. Um, anyone can run the ball in Pittsburgh. If he can't get going with against Pittsburgh and then it's Pittsburgh Carolina. Like those are 2 good weeks for him to actually get something going, to prove that he has the juice. Has it's all about pass blocking for some coaches here. So I mean,
And that's all we heard all offseason too,
yeah,
was how good of a pass blocker Travion Henderson was.
yeah, and a pass catcher. So I don't know. I don't know. It's definitely tough. I would just try to stay the course with Travion, um, Hampton, and Genty. Just stay the course with them because eventually it's going to work out. Especially, I do believe with Omarion, eventually it'll work out with Omarion. I think Harbaugh's too good of a coach to not uh, have them run the ball. I mean, they did lose a few linemen this offseason, but they can move the ball. Justin Herbert can make that happen. So
Yeah, that there's I think another reason for teams being able to take it a little slower is how many veteran running backs who are still serviceable are out there. I'm not saying Najee is or is not. Um, but I mean, look at J.K. Dobbins, right?
Oh
More
yeah.
than
yeah,
serviceable. Ramondre's having a little bit of a resurgence. Guys that we thought were gonna lose a bunch of snaps, like Kenneth Walker. Kenneth Walker looks freaking good.
yeah. Anyone looks good. And I also forgot R.J. Harvey too.
Yeah.
You know, he's behind J.K. Dobbins. It's just that veteran running back uh, trustworthy thing that coaches like about older running backs. They've done it, they proved it. So just stay the course. That's all I can say. No,
except for with Caleb Johnson.
yeah, no, if he doesn't sniff the field tomorrow, just cut ties, dump him in a heart.
Go with Bill. Believe in Bill.
I don't have
Believe in Bill.
Tyler. You said you need a quarterback.
Yes.
Or you do Josh Allen for best play?
Josh Allen for who?
Best play. Big, big bet Crosby.
Oh, for Bill?
No, I'll take Brock Bowers.
Brock Bowers.
Ooh.
You're crazy.
Brock Bowers and JK.
And J.K. Dobbins.
Not kidding.
I was about to say, I don't know if you're kidding with me or not.
I don't know. Freaking so I don't know if you guys saw Juan put freaking what's his name on the block? Um Kyron Williams. And I'm like, you dead serious? I'll trade you right now. He's like,
Oh,
Yeah.
totally.
I don't know, like I'll do it. I'll trade you whatever you want for him. So
You do have Quentin Johnston.
huge. I need to play him. I'm just gonna play him.
Why didn't you play?
Just gonna play him. You want Jameson?
No, Quinston Johnston.
You want Quincy Johnson? I'll give
Quentin Johnston.
I'll give you Caleb Johnson and Quincy John.
Oh,
Kidding. All right. Enough of this.
enough live trades.
Enough live trades here. You guys got anything else?
No.
You want to do just a quick start of the week? Like just I know I don't have anything. All I have is like I only have like a tight end and a QB. I don't even have that. So no, we'll say we'll say that for the post. So,
Cool.
Put that on the socials.
yeah, we'll put that up. So like I said, go follow us on our TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, our podcast, Ball Bros Don't Lie. We will have our starts of the week posted tomorrow, sometime after lunch, hopefully, if I have time.
What time is your lunch at, Josh?
Like at
9?
I work at 5, so
I knew it was early.
yeah, it's like it's usually 9-ish. So I hate it though.
See, but the fact that you get to work at 5 kind of pisses me off every week because I wake up and Josh has already cleaned out the freaking waiver wire.
Yeah,